All right, hi you guys, welcome again to class. Today for math, you are going to be working on Module 4, Lesson 15. And the objective is to multiply a non-unit fraction by another non-unit fraction. So again, notice both of the numerators, they're not a 1, so that means they are not a unit fraction. So they're called non-unit fractions, okay? And again, the word of just means to multiply. Notice, are both fractions still less than 1? So that means all of our products will be less than both of the two factors. Okay, the directions will be the same on all of number 1, but I'm going to do one question from number 2. And on number 2, you do not have to do the model. The directions tell you to only use the rectangular fraction model if it helps you. Okay? All right, so number 1A, 2/3 of 3/4. So to do the fraction model, again, it doesn't matter if I do my thirds or fourths, okay? I'll start with my thirds on this one. So I have 3 equal parts representing my denominator. I need to shade in 2 of them. And I like to label it to know that this is my 2/3. So all of that's my 2/3. Okay, then it says take your 2/3 and chop it into what? 4 equal parts. And if you want to show that those lines would continue all the way over. Okay, so you've got your 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. So they want you to shade in 3 of the fourths. So I'm going to color it this way. Okay, there's my 1/4. There's my 2/4. And there's my 3/4. And then I would label all of this. This is representing 3/4. Okay, so again, 2/3 times 3/4. You're looking at what is highlighted or colored in with the 2 colors. So I can see it's this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I can see 6 of them. And so when I multiply across, 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. And that 12 comes from, this is an array that's 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3. 3 times 4 is the 12. So there's 12 little rectangles here. And there are 6 of them that are highlighted with the 2 colors. And so that's where you find your product. Okay. You could also simplify if you want to, but that is not part of the directions, but you could if you wanted to. So what could you divide out of the 6 and the 12? What's that greatest common factor? Well, 6 is even, 12 is even, so yeah, could be 2. Could I go higher? Could I divide a 3 out? But is it my greatest common factor? No. What about 4? Not 4. 5? Not 5. 6. So again, out of the 2 numbers, look at the smallest one. It's a 6. Ask yourself, does 6 love 6? Yes. Does 6 also love the number 12 and can divide out? Yes. So you would divide out the 6 and it leaves you with a 1. Divide out 6 leaves you with a 2. So 1/2 would be the final answer. And 1/2 is exactly the same value as 6/12. Okay, so that is 1A. Let's do another one. Let's do 1C. So 1C is going to be 2/5 of 4/5. So I'm going to start with my rectangular fraction model. I'm going to split it up into fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got my 5 equal parts. I'm going to shade in 2 of them. So 1 out of 5. That is my 2/5. Okay. So then it says to take my 2/5 that I have right here and chop it up into how many parts? 5 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts going this direction. How many do I shade in? 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here was my 2/5 right here. Now here's my 4/5 going here. So now I'm going to look and say this was my 4/5. So 2/5 times 4/5. Okay, you look and see what's overlapped or colored in twice. And that's where your answer lies. You can see it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, 2 times 4 is 8. And 5 times 5 would be 25. And if you look here, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 by 5 array gets you to the 25 denominator. All right, so that's how you would do question number 1. I'm going to show you just one for question number 2. So again, on part 2 does not expect you to do the model, the rectangular fraction model. Only do it if it helps you. So they would give you 5/6 times 3/10. So how would I go about solving this without the rectangular fraction model? Just multiply straight across. 5 times 3 is 15. 6 times 10 is 60. That would be a good answer. You're done. Okay. Let me show it this way as well. For those that would like to just multiply and get the simplified answer, do you see right here that these two numbers love each other? There is a number that they both love. So out of the 3 and the 6, who is smaller? The 3, right? And so you would ask yourself, does 3 love the number 3? Does 3 love 6? So you would say, okay, divide out a 3 and divide out that same 3. So 3 divided by 3 leaves a 1. And 6 divided by 3 leaves 2. Now look this way. Can we also find the greatest common factor between the 5 and 10? We can, right? So what's the smaller number of the two, 5 or 10? 5. Ask yourself, does 5 love 5? Does 5 also love the number 10? Yes, so that means 5 could be the greatest common factor. 5 divided by 5 and 10 divided by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 10 divided by 5 would leave 2. And when you multiply straight across, 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. And if you look at that, is 15/60ths the same as 1/4? They sure don't look the same. Let's prove it. What does this mean when we have this line here? What's that fraction sign? What does it really mean? What? What does it mean? It means divide, right? Okay, so that just means 15 divided by 60. 15 divided by 60. You remember doing these? So how many 60s are in 15? Well, we'd say 0, right? So we'd insert the decimal and pop in a 0. So how many 60s are in 150? So think, how many times would that share? So think, 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 would be 18. So could I go 3 times? So I'm going to say it will share 2 times. 2 times 60 is 120. When I subtract, I end up with 30. Okay, so this is where we check. Is this less than our divisor? Yes, but I don't want to have a remainder. So I'm going to say, what if you plop in another 0 and extend it out and bring it on down? How many 60s are in 300? Let's do a little trick. Let's take off this 0, take off this 0. Sorry. How many groups of 6 can you find in 30? 5. So then how many groups of 60 are in 300? 5. 5 times 60 is, well, think, what's 5 times 6? 30. Plop on the 0. Now we have no remainder. Think about it. How much money is that? See that decimal? 25 cents. What is a quarter of a dollar? 25 cents, or 1/4. What's 15/60ths? It means all the same. All of these are the same values. 25 cents, or 25 hundredths. 1/4 means the same as 25 hundredths. And 15/60ths, if I reduce it down and simplify, it's still going to get me the 1/4, because I could actually divide by 15, and it will get me the 1/4 that we got here. So all of these are the same value. Man, isn't math fun? Okay, you guys. So again, on number 2, notice I did not do the rectangular fraction model. If you need more help with it though, go ahead and draw them out. If you need my support, go ahead and call me or send me an email saying that you need me to call you to give you more support. Okay? I believe you guys can do this. Believe in yourself, stay positive, and again, just do your very best work. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.